Hey everyone, Andrigats here and welcome back to my channel. Yes, another Legion remix video because today we're checking out all the brand new weapon appearances you can grab in lemix, like the Felscorned Shalamayne, a new recolor of the Scythe of the Unmaker, and even the Shield of Mannoroth. In addition to that, I'll show you how to pick up some existing but extremely rare items from Legion raids, things that you might have been farming for too long and just been straight unlucky with them. So yeah, this includes Xavius Shoulders, the Hammer of Vigilance, and many more. So grab a coffee, get cozy, and let's go through them one by one. Alrighty, let's start off with the brand new rewards. First up is the Felscorned Shalamayne, available both as the iconic two-handed sword and as two one-hand swords. To unlock these appearances, you'll need the achievement The Broken Shore, which is to complete 3 of these achievements. One of the easiest to do is exploring Argus, and the good news is that you can start working on it on the day lemix launches. In fact, for this achievement you can just use the warband map to explore the Broken Shore, among all the other places in the Broken Isles. And one thing to keep in mind here is that while you might have done all of these achievements on regular game, you will still have to do them in Legion Remix, as all of these achievements, well, most of them anyway, do indicate that it must be done on a time runner, aka a toon in this version of the game. So yeah, by just using the map, you get a freebie. After that, you only need to do 2 out of the 3 remaining achievements. One of them is the Breaching the Tomb, which is to complete the main questline in the Broken Shore. This appears to unlock on November 4th when the 3rd phase unlocks. The Looking for group requires clearing the Cathedral of Eternal Night dungeon and the Tomb of Sargera's raid. Both can be done on any difficulty and you should be able to queue for them through LFR. And who knows, maybe you'll eventually be able to solo them, because do remember that in Legion Remix we will get quite powerful. And the last achievement is the Armies of Legionfall, where you need to reach Exalted with them. I did actually receive a lot of rep tokens just by completing quests and dailies for the original zones of the Broken Isles, so I will assume the same will happen with the Armies of Legionfall. Well, eventually, all of these achievements besides exploring will unlock on November 4th, on the 3rd phase. And so completing any of these 3 achievements will get you the Broken Shore and thus the Felscorned Symbol of Shalamayne, and also the individual one-handed swords. It's quite fitting, right? I mean, the Broken Shore was where Varian drew his last breath before becoming nothing but ash, and now we get to loot his weapons, so yeah. No offense to Varian, I love him, but yeah, the ash joke never gets old. Okay, next up is the Bulwark of Mannoroth, a shield and also a back appearance, inspired by the Pit Lord himself. To unlock these 2 pieces, you'll need the Argus achievement, which requires completing 2 of the 4 sub-achievements. And here's a quick rundown. You Are Now Prepared is basically completing the campaign in Argus, which will unlock on November 18th with the second to last phase. Looking for Group Argus means clearing the dungeon Seat of the Triumvirate on heroic difficulty, or I will assume higher as well, plus the Antorus the Burning Throne raid. Tor Argus is all about exploring, finding treasures and killing rares. The usual outdoor shenanigans. This can definitely be done solo, and you can even do it in the heroic world tier, you know, if you wanna get some extra goodies. If you don't know what I'm talking about, perhaps you can watch one of my other Legion Remix videos where I go into more detail on the heroic world tier. Finally, the achievement Argusian Reach means that you have to reach Exalted with them. This is one of the factions in Argus, and I will assume you can do wall quests, dailies, and like the rest, you should be able to get a lot of reputation tokens. And yeah, doing this will get you both the offhand shield and you can wear it as well on your back. Another exciting brand new weapon that's coming in lemix is the Felscorned Scythe of the Unmaker. This new green version unlocks by completing the achievement Mythic Antorus the Burning Throne. As the name suggests, you'll need to clear the entire raid on Mythic difficulty. And yes, that unfortunately includes Ionar. Antorus unlocks with Phase 4 on November 18th, but I do expect it will be a fast run. I mean, we should be able to blast through it quite easily. Now, whether it will be soloable is still up in the air. On PTR, I could solo Emerald Nightmare on Mythic, though things might change when it hits live. If not, you'll just need to group up, and even then, with the high 740 item level we should be able to reach in Remix, and the insane artifact trades, it should be relatively easy. Also, it's quite noteworthy that the Scythe comes in both polearm and staff versions, same as the original ones. Speaking of the original appearances, let's head over to the Mythic tier set vendor. Pythagoras sells all the raid mythic appearances, but also some of the very rare cosmetics. You can find him in the Infinite Bazaar, which is kind of like the main hub of Lemix. With the latest builds, we now know exactly how we'll be able to acquire these very rare items. So let's get to them. First of all, this can be bought with bronze and one additional currency. You'll need 20 of that extra currency, but I'll explain more in just a bit. Before that, let's look at what's available. The Scythe of the Unmaker is here in both polearm and staff forms, with red and blue variants. That's actually really cool, and I look forward to buying them. I mean, I don't have them, and considering how low the original drop rate is, I'm pretty sure most of you don't have them either. So yeah. Moving on, Teyselach, Agramar's famous weapon, can also be picked up here in both one-hand and two-hand versions. So yeah, a big and mini Teyselach, which are both pretty awesome. I can't wait to get these too. The Hammer of Vigilance also made its way onto the list, added in one of the latest PTR builds. And of course, the famous Xavius Shoulders is also available to grab. These extremely rare pieces will cost you 30,000 bronze, plus a special currency that drops from their respective bosses. For example, Xavius drops the Horse of the First Satyr in Emerald Nightmare Raid, which opens October 7th with the launch of Remix. You will need 20 of those along with the bronze to buy the Xavius Shoulders. The Fellwarp Slab drops from Maiden of Vigilance in Tomb of Sargeras, opening November 4th. And you'll need 20 to get the Hammer of Vigilance. Angramar drops the Everflame of Hatred needed for Teyselach, and Argus drops the Cosmic Soul Sliver for the Scythe. Since Angramar and Argus are in the Antorus raid, you'll need to wait until November 18th to get those. And yeah, gotta love the time getting, right? If you are frustrated, well, don't yell at me, I'm just the messenger. Save the energy for the forums if you want Blizzard to really feel your gratitude for this lovely schedule. So yes, these raids are time-gated, but you can start right away with Xavius Shoulders if you don't already have them. I know I don't have them, so I'm actually pretty excited for that, along with, well, pretty much everything else that I don't have. As the event progresses, we'll just get more and more things to go and grind. As for the raid lockouts, I couldn't really find anything concrete. Will they be daily, like in Pandaria Remix, where raids were accelerated and could be run every day? Hopefully it's the same here. Either way, drop rates scale with difficulty. Normal gives you 1 currency per kill, Heroic drops 4 and Mythic drops 10. That essentially means that if you kill the boss that you need in Mythic twice, you will get what you need and you can go and get the cosmetic tied to that boss. Like for example, if you kill Xavius twice on Mythic, you should have enough, which is 20, and you can go and buy the Xavius Shoulders. I think for example, the Ngaro Shoulders did take a bit longer, didn't they? Anyway, that's everything for now, but for my next videos, I'll start breaking things down phase by phase so you can see exactly what's available and when. And maybe that is gonna help you make a plan. If there's anything else you'd like to know about Remix, like how to gear up or how the artifact will work, well, drop a comment and I'll try and cover it in a future video. I'm also live streaming here on YouTube and on Twitch, so feel free to drop by, hang out and ask your questions in real time. That said, I always try to answer questions on my YouTube videos, but you know, I'm just a one-woman show, so it might take a little time to get back to you. Tuning into my streams is simply the fastest way to learn new stuff, and I can help you with anything WoW related. As always, thank you so much for sticking around until the very end, and make sure to drop a like if you have found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe for more WoW coverage and hit the bell to stay up to date. Good luck with whatever you are doing, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!
You are not prepared.